Hi guys, and we're back for video number 2 of the day, which is my intro video for the for Charlie Mac's Pearl Harbor 80th anniversary group build, which runs from December 7th to June the 6th. So honoring the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. I had to spend a little time figuring out what I wanted to build, because for any of you not aware, the only real stipulation was had to be something that was around prior to December the 7th, 1941. He said it could be anything. It could be a plane, car, boat, whatever, as long as it was something that existed prior to December 7th, 1941. So anyway, I was digging through. I've got several World War I biplanes and such that I thought about doing. But I just did a rigging job, and it's best not to do too many rigging jobs too close together. It tends to burn you out. Steals the mojo right from you when you're spending tedious hours and hours doing rigging. The other option I have a Spitfire, which Spitfires were around before 1941, December 7th, but the model I have is technically is a Mark 22, which didn't appear until right at the end of the war. It was like 1944, 1945, so it was pretty much at the end of the war, and even by the time they got them to the Pacific Theater, the war was pretty much over. The Japanese were pretty much reeling and falling back, so they never really saw, the Mark 22s never really saw any action in the Pacific Theater either. So even then, it was kind of iffy. The actual model of the Spitfire was later than 1941. So we'll do this one. This one was definitely around there. In fact, comes with two different sets of decals for this games. One is, I'll pull up my decals here. The first one is the Flying Tigers, the General Chennault Squadron, the American Volunteer Group from China, which was actually, I believe, they mark it as a date in 1941, but the aircraft existed beforehand, so we're good there. And they were actually fighting in the war before December 7th, 1941. So we're good there. And then the other one is the Army Air Corps version, which is from the 15th Pursuit Squadron from Pearl Harbor, and this was actually the markings for Lieutenant, I think his name was Wyatt. I can have to look that up to be for sure. Look it out in the box here. Who was one of the guys that flew and actually had, I think, like 6 kills during the attack on Pearl Harbor. Welch, not Wyatt. Second Lieutenant George Welch, the 47th Pursuit Squadron, 15th Pursuit Group. He was stationed at Wheeler in Oahu. But this plane was actually out at from all the movies. His plane and his partner's plane were out at the maintenance base, so they were able to take off and join the battle. And I think he had 5 or 6 kills on December 7th. Anyway, I'm starting to waffle a little. Here's our kit, all still packaged up. We'll get started on it. And we'll try to do regular updates on it as we go. And this is one of the newer release kits, so it should go pretty well. In fact, this is one of the kits that were actually made in the UK. Not not molded in India, which is not a bad thing, but that's the one thing that I have noticed on it just from looking through and reading the instructions that I don't like, because it's a minor inconvenience. The instructions are great, they look beautiful. They list all for the paint schedules. All they do is put down a Humbrol paint number. They don't tell you what it is. So I'm going to have to go find a chart to find out what I mean, I know what most of the colors are. I've got them all in various manufacturers, but that was the one thing that I don't like, which would have been fine if they'd have put in, okay, this is paint number 269, which is Humbrol sky gray or light olive or whatever, but they don't. They just put just the number, and it's up to you to go look it up and figure out what it is. Because I guess they assume the whole world only has Humbrol paints and knows all the numbers by heart. But that's just a little pet peeve, tiny thing that is more of an inconvenience than anything else. So I really am waffling now, so we're going to cut the video off, and we'll see you with the update in a couple of days. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.